Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Just Georgian Show. I'm your host Georgian, and in today's episode we are talking about England and Euro 2024. Now, Euro 2024 starts on the 14th of June. England's group stage is Serbia, then it's Denmark, and then it's Slovenia. Now we play Serbia on the 16th of June, so it starts on the Friday, the 14th, and then we play on Sunday the 16th at 8 o'clock. So decent time. So everyone can, pretty much watch that and then go to bed and wake up for work on the Monday. The next one is on the 20th of June, so that's the following Thursday. I think that's a Thursday. Is that a Thursday? Let's just have a little look at the old calendar. It is, yes, it's a Thursday. So Thursday, 20th of June, England will take on Denmark. That's at 5 o'clock. So if you're working from home, then you can watch the game whilst working from home. Start early, finish early. Or if you're in the office, I guess you could probably watch it in the office somewhere, either at your desk or if your company has a television, I suppose, or finish earlier and get home for it. But yeah, and then the third game is the 25th of June, which is the following Tuesday, and that's at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock for the three England games. Now, I think we should get all three wins from them three games. Obviously, with this format, there's 24 teams in the Euros this year, so it's not the end of the world if you finish third in your group, because the best third place finishing teams, I think there's, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's 6 groups for the Euros. Let me just check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 groups, so obviously top 2 from every group will be 12, and then 4 out of the 6 third place teams will go through as well. So finishing third isn't the end of the world, but if England have any ambition of winning this Euros, against the likes of Serbia, Denmark and Slovenia, we should be beating them comfortably, 2-0, 3-0s, 3-1s. That's the scorelines I expect. But what I expect and what we get is two separate things. I think the Denmark game will be tight. I think all 3 games will be tight. I'm looking no more. I don't think England will score 3 goals in any 3 of them games. They should do, but I don't think they will. I think it'll be maybe like 2-0, 2-1, 1-0, maybe even a boring 0-0 draw. But I might be wrong. It depends how Southgate lines up and what style of play the players are, instructed to play. Now, in terms of the team itself, I would definitely start Pickford in goal. I would have said Ramsdale at the start of the season, before obviously the whole David Raya angle happened with Arsenal. But now that Pickford has been playing and Ramsdale hasn't, Nick Pope hasn't been playing either because he's been injured for Newcastle. So Jordan Pickford, I think, has had a really decent season for Everton as well. 100% would start him in goal. And then in front of him, I would play Maguire, Harry Maguire, John Stones as the 2 centre-backs. On the left, if he's fit, I'd play Luke Shaw and play Maguire left of him, because then, or maybe switch it around, because the right back in Kyle Walker can obviously help with the recovery pace for Maguire, because pace isn't Maguire's strong suit, it's the aerial ability. So yeah, I'd go with Stones and Maguire, but that I might be butchering his name, but the Branthwaite guy, is it Branthwaite? The young English centre back. Is it Branthwaite? Yeah, Branthwaite. Martin. No, wrong one. England. Yeah, Branthwaite. Yeah, Branthwaite. We'll go with Branthwaite. Yeah, fuck it. So yeah, Jared Branthwaite. He's only 21, so he will be 22 come the end of the competition. He's 27th of June birthday. So, yeah, he could be an option as the centre-backs. But, yeah, that would be my back 4 and goalkeeper. So that's Pickford, Maguire, Stones, Shaw, if he, excuse me, if he's fit, and then Kyle Walker. Midfield 3, I think picks itself, personally, for me. Well, at least 2 of the 3 positions anyway. Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham. And then I'd play Phil Foden as a number 8. As a number 10. So I'd play... In attack, I play Rice and Bellingham as 8s, and then Foden as a 10. And then on defensive, I'd play Rice 6, and then 2 8s in Bellingham and Foden. On the left-hand side, I think he can play on the left. I'm pretty sure he can. Cole Palmer, because I think he's had a great season. He's got a load of he's got a lot of aura and buzz around him, and he's playing so well for Chelsea. So, and he scored the other night, literally last night. I didn't watch the game last night, FYI. This is filming on a Tuesday. I didn't watch the game last night because I was at darts, so didn't watch the game. But I did see that Cole Palmer had scored a penalty. So, yeah, I'd have Cole Palmer on the left, Bukayo Saka on the right, and then Harry Kane up front. And then off the bench, you can bring on the likes of Jack Grealish. You can bring on either Tony or Watkins if they both go. Don't know if they're going to go, obviously, in the provisional squad. It'll be interesting where Trent Alexander-Arnold plays in this as well. Like, he has been put down in the provisional squad as a centre midfielder. So I think, you can definitely play him in either centre midfield or maybe, I don't know, right wing back maybe for Saka. I have no idea. But then you've got the likes of players like Jared Bowen, who could definitely come in and do a job. Conor Gallagher. It's exciting in their midfield and forward positions. It's really exciting for England. It's just that defensive, I feel like it's a little bit lacking. You've got the likes of Joe Gomez, Lewis Dunk. Like they're decent players for their clubs. I'm not saying they're not. More so Lewis Dunk than Joe Gomez. But if you look at defence, midfield, attack, you can definitely see which one is the weak link out of the three. But for me, I wouldn't care if England went out there and won. I'd rather England win 4-3 and proper go for it, all out attack, entertaining football, than win 1-0 and get the clean sheet. I'd rather proper give it to a team. You know what I mean? Because when we played France in the World Cup, I thought, go at them, and we didn't, and it cost us in the end. That mentality to not go for it. Same against Italy in the last Euros, 1-0 up, go and get that second, go and get that third, kill the game off, but we didn't. And then obviously we go and end up and lose it on penalties. So, yeah, I think this team is more than capable, and obviously the bookmakers feel the same way because they've got them, England, as favourites for the competition. So yeah, we'd have to just see how we get on in the group stage, because that's a good barometer. I don't think these two friendly games, the one last night against Bosnia and Hergutz, whatever you say it as, and then England fixtures. Who have we got on Friday? Iceland. So, yeah, so I don't think Iceland and Bosnia and Hergutz, something like that. I'm going to butcher that. Apologies. Yeah, them two games are not. I'm not going to judge England based off them two games. Like yesterday's game, by all accounts, it was 3-0, but it wasn't a 3-0 game in terms of the quality shown. But, you get a penalty, a tap-in goal, and a very good goal by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Lovely ball in across to him. I did see the highlights, so I was playing darts, but I did see the highlights. So, but yeah, Friday's game, let's just see how it gets on. But yeah, it's that first game, that initial, put the stamp on it, and I think Southgate, personally, he's got nothing to lose, If he wins the competition and he plays really attacking football and everyone's proper behind the team, then kudos to him. But then if he goes out on a bit of a whimper, doesn't really attack, doesn't really show that intent, that desire to want to win the game, just to literally just drag himself across the line. No, smash yourself across the line. You know what I mean? We've got enough players there. I've just listed. You've got Phil Foden, best player in England, as voted. Harry Kane, best in Germany. Jude Bellingham, one off, if not the best this year in Spain. You've got Jordan Pickford, who's a very seasoned goalkeeper in goal. You've got Harry Maguire and John Stones, should be enough at centre-back, hopefully. Kyle Walker, probably one of the best right-backs in the world, let alone, just in the Premier League. Definitely the best in the Premier League. I'd say it's probably Kyle Walker, then Ben White as the best right-backs in the Premier League, but you can argue that with me in the comments. And then left-back is just that little, obviously you've got the likes of Ben Chilwell, not fit. You've got Luke Shaw, hopefully going to be fit enough. Who was it who was playing left-back in other friendlies? Was it Konza? Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't really want to play Konza at left-back. No, hopefully Luke Shaw's fit. And then in midfield, you've got Declan Rice, who's had a wonderful season at Arsenal. A lot of pressure on him, but he came through it. Jude Bellingham, who I've just mentioned, and Phil Foden. And then you've got Cole Palmer, who's had an amazing breakout season at Chelsea. So all of these different parts, if they all come together, England should win the Euros. And I want England to obviously win the Euros. Not just because, because they've got the players to do it. It's because we all want to see it happen. We all want to get behind this team. And, the There's no better way to get people, the fans, the English supporters, to get behind the team is to play exciting, entertaining football. You know, yes, wins is all that matters. I get it, but it's sometimes how you win. And sometimes if you win ugly, it's not really a great watch. But if you win with that desire and that passion and that all out attack mentality, not all out attack. Don't be silly. You know what I mean? Don't do like high lines against everyone, but adjust your game for certain teams. Like going back to this fixture list, you got like, Serbia, Slovenia, and Denmark. Now they're going to sit in. They're going to soak up all our pressure and try to look to get us on a break or a set piece, a corner, a free kick, even a long throw in, try and catch us out on one of them. We need to take it to these teams from the minute dot. Because if you get a goal in the first 5-10 minutes, then their thought process of, let's just sit on this and see how far we can go with it, will break. Because they're like, oh Christ, we didn't expect to concede in the first 5-10 minutes. So yeah, like I've said, we've got the quality to do it. I hope we do it. I won't be believing that it's going to be happening until we come up against a big boy, because we've seen it over in other competitions. All right, we came up against Germany in the Euros. It was, yeah, and we beat them just narrowly. I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember Thomas Muller had a chance and he fluffed his lines, and that could have been us out of the Euros before we got to Italy. Obviously, we played Italy, lost to them on penalties, as mentioned. We lost to France in the World Cup. So, yeah, let's navigate this group stage as clean as possible. I want 3-0s, 3-1s each result. That would be lovely. Obviously, just getting wins. I'm not being hyperly critical, but get the wins. We're an experienced enough team now. We've got some amazing talent in there I've already mentioned. So let's go and get this done. Let's support the team on Friday against, who is it again? Iceland. Beat them comfortably, good performance. See if there's some players there that could be on the fringes, like a Bowen. A Bowen is a perfect example of someone, if he plays well enough, start him. You know what I mean? No one's place should be just completely nailed on. There are some positions in that team that you can't not play them. Like Carl Walker has to play right back. Jordan Pickford has to go in goal. Harry Kane has to be the striker. But Bukayo or Bowen, they both offer different things. I think Bowen's a very clinical player in front of goal, and if we need a goal, you bring that man on. So it'll be very interesting. I'm very much looking forward to it. A month of football, all the Euros, watch all the games. There are some absolute masterclass fixtures. Let me just mention a couple of them before I go. I hope everyone's well, by the way, and enjoying this sort of on-off weather that we're having. Today, for example, I'm looking out the window right now. Sunshine. It's very, there's not much breeze about. And then 1 minute it'll go all dark. Look like it's going to absolutely bucket it down. Really windy. Very strange, but enjoy it whilst it lasts. Okay, so some of the fixtures that we've got to enjoy. We've got Spain, Italy. Right after our game on Thursday the 20th. Spain, Italy. Brilliant. The day afterwards, so Friday, 21st of June, Netherlands versus France. So Holland versus France. Unreal. What else have we got? I thought there was a couple of other good ones in there. Or is that it? I think that might be it. But yeah, 2 good ones. It's better than no good ones. You've got some interesting ones in there as well, like Poland, Netherlands, Spain, Croatia. Yeah, some decent games. The thing is, though, at least with these groups, they're not as there's not too many big teams against each other. And with that third place, they can still get into the next round. So after the group stage, some of these games are going to be unreal. So very much looking forward to the competition. It's in Germany, so they are the first game on. I don't know if I mentioned that. So yeah, it's Germany-Scotland on Friday, the 14th of June. So come on, England. Let's get this done. We haven't won anything since 1966. I wasn't even born, so most of the audience that will be watching probably weren't even born when it started. But when we last won a major competition, either Euros or a World Cup. So come on, England. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys, and my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Is my team lineup, it's probably quite similar to yours, but there might be one that I'm missing. Maybe Conor Gallagher comes into midfield rather than Foden, and you put Foden out on the left rather than Cole Palmer. Let me know in the comments. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, England.